Hello and good evening. I'm here. Mr. Impatient. Oh, I'm here. Oh, just realised I've got I'd left the volume on the telly. How are we all this evening? Oh, there were 5 and now there's 1. It may just be me and you tonight. Who can say? I didn't say you were impotent, I said you were impotent. Actually, I said you were impatient. I hope Green Eyes turns up because I've got some I know she likes the Dogmen stories, but I've actually found a Dogman story from Australia. Because I think she was hoping that there weren't dogmen in Australia. But yes, there are. For watching 3 of those invisible sneak peeps. Oh my God, I've been catching up. Oh, on yesterday's Simples. Hi, Freda. Hello, darlings. I've got your quiz just for you, Freda. And I've got a couple of Dogmen stories. Hiya, Sheila. Why? What's going on? Oh, you're catching up through the night. Hiya, Danny. Hi, Kathy. Lovely to see you all. I'm just going to take this opportunity to apologise, Danny, if you went back and listened to the to last night's live and can't and couldn't hear what was being said for me laughing. I do apologise, but this lot were crazies. Oh, what's gone on, Simples? I don't know. Shall have a bit of a 5-minute catch up first of all, and then and we can see what's going on. Because I've been look at Pork Chop. Look at me. I have my own harem or harem. Oh, Danny, it was so funny. I caught up on 2 of your oh, hiya, Meadow. No, it's absolutely fine. I'm going to do the Know Your Mods thing tonight. Just by popular demand. People wanted another little Know Your Mods quiz. So and then, oh, Kathy, thank you, lovely. I'll put you in the book because he's promising his first 10 subs a little bit of an exclusive. Is my thing still showing? Is the pinned thing still showing in the chat? Because I can't see, but I did try to just pin Porky's link. So if anybody can tell me if it's still there. Bubbles and David Carter were on panel with what? I think this is what Nuff's Live is about tonight. Also, Bammy's Live now about Levi Belfield. Levi Belfield is... Oh, hang on a minute. It was either Millie Is it Millie Downer? Millie Downer. Hiya, Helen. Sheila Outback preaching the sex offender on and Bubbles. It was my... Oh, my goodness. Simples up to 5 hours 25. Millie Downer. Yes, thank you, Simples. I thought that was who it was. He was a wrong and he was. So yeah, we're going to have a little bit of a... Just get everybody a chance to fill me in on what's going on, because I've had a myrrh of a day today. Absolute myrrh. Oh, is murdered Lynn and Megan Russell. Lynn and Megan Russell, they're ringing a bell with me, Simples. Lynn and Megan Russell. Nuff's Live is about a few things, not really about the SO stuff. Pork Chop reckons he's like a rose between 8 thorns. Are you not more like the horse manure that's making the roses grow? Possibly. Well, Helen, I presumed it was about Dirty Dot slating I listened to about 4 minutes of it. She was absolutely slating JC, and I thought, oh, you're sailing close to the damn wind. Nuff, I think it's going to be addressing the dirty dot shit stuff. Yes, Sheila, that's what I was thinking. Meadow, the mysterious, my new name for you after keeping us all in suspense last night with your alien name. It was brilliant, wasn't it? Funny how quick you can go off people. Oh, you will never go off me. I would presume, right? Ah, thank you, Helen. I thought so. I was flipping furious. Oh, camel toes lying, is she, Sheila? Oh, come on. Fill us all in, ladies, before I start with the quiz. Bubbles attempting damage control. Apparently she's leaving you. Oh, we've heard that before, haven't we? There's lots to it. Okay, Helen. Well, I'm going to do this. I'd already said I'll do this one till 9 o'clock, and then we can all go and pile over to Nuff Nuffs, because I'm going to guess that I won't get. No, I'm not saying anything. It's all going to be on Jen's live. No, absolutely fine, Helen. Well, what I'll do is because I'm not getting. I did get a notification for Jen the other night. Was it Friday night? Whenever. But just in case, if anybody can drop Jen's link in later on, just before she's due to go live, and then people know where to go to. Hiya, Paul. Not a problem, Chuck. I meant to call you Chuck then. I wasn't changing your gender. Yeah, because I don't know if you were in here or not last night. There was a request to do some Dogmen stories and a Know Your Mods quiz. So it's going to be a little quiz because I don't want to obviously be on too long. Hello, Jules, my darling. Preach. Oh, did she call Bubbles a cunt? Oh, my goodness. Yes, Porky, you've got to share us all with Paul. Oh, this is great. And obviously those at the top, I'm being really, really cheeky. I know a lot of people subbed in last night, but if my pinned comment is still there at the top, my Porky there's nothing on it yet, but he's set up his Paranormal Pork channel, getting ready for us uploading. Oh, the dog's just trumped. Oh, I hope that doesn't smell like the one he did last night. So if you feel like being really generous and giving him a sub, so the link should be up there on my pinned comment. We'd really appreciate it. It's going to be very, very funny. I can guarantee that much. Oh, did you hear that, Simples? Did you hear it as well, Porky? That was a right squitty fart, that was. I'm just going to check what he's up to, because he looks like he's, or he sounds like he's trying to thieve something. What are you doing, you? Hey? Come on in here. I'll give you a little treat. So anything else going on that I need to know about? Hopefully nothing too bad. Good on Preach, though, calling that one. He's not really Freda. He's a bit perkier than he was, but I took him out for a walk before. Oh, Simple, you're not joking. He tried to do a plop before, and it was like there was a hose pipe stuck under his tail. Sorry if anybody's eating. So I've got him on some probiotic yogurt. Just subbed on Porky's channel. Thank you, Jules. Thank you. It'll be quite good. Well, I know that you'll find it very funny, Jules. I think most of you will anyway. Probably at my expense. Oh, thank you, Kathy. Yeah, my dad's okay. He's come home. And my brother Peter, he's staying with him at the moment. And Cooper he's just got a grumbly tummy. So, oh, thank you, Freda. Let's see what Sheila's put. Well, it was very much deserved. Bubbles had accused Preach of black. Oh, is that? And she did say that the Rucheks should not be on YouTube watching. Oh my goodness. She's a cheeky melt, that one. She shouldn't be on YouTube causing shite, but you know, whatever. Right. So she's off the planet. Ugh. I still want to know who those two. Does anybody, or is anyone going to fess up? I don't know if Helen, you were here last night or yesterday. We we had two people come in chat. Nobody's fessed up to it. I even texted Tismy Denny to see if it might have been her. Two people came in the chat yesterday under alts, and I've got no idea who they were. And it was hilarious. The first one came in and they were called Saggy's Camel Toe. And then and then the second one came in and they called themselves Dorothy's Flange. So none of us had a clue who they were. Oh, did you, Simples? Do you know who it was or who it is? Because I don't think either of them. Oh, on bedtimes this afternoon. Oh, okay. Somebody else said they thought it might have been Mr. Shannonite, but I'm not sure. Oh, they're absolutely welcome to come back. If either Saggy's Camel Toe or Dorothy's Flange are listening, you're very welcome on this channel. Oh, did they ask with a camel toe in the way? Beautiful. Beautiful. Right, well, I better crack on with this quiz. Oh, don't you start, you little tinker. Sorry, I'll just let the dog get his barking out of his system before I try doing our mod quiz. Stop. You replied that their toe was fine, but the camel toe was a bit big. Brilliant. Oh, do you know what, Jules? Some of his names, but you missed it last night. If you want to giggle, Jules, you need to go and watch last night's live from the beginning, because maybe only watch the beginning bit, because we did a story about UFOs, and I'd come on earlier in the day and Simples came up with a brilliant idea that everybody should change the names to something funny but related to aliens, and then come in chat for last night's live without telling me who they were. Well, I am not kidding you. You'll hear me. I'm screaming, laughing. Obviously, everybody's names now have reverted back, you know, to what they should have been in the chat. But if you watch the live replay, but I couldn't breathe. There were people called, well, Sheila's was Probes Uranus. There was Cassius came in as, what was his? Aliens Probe was Stinking. We had Alien Ant Farm Starfish. Was it Chocolate Starfish Pooper Scooper, which was Simples. It's not the same watching the replay, Kiss. Once you change your name back. I know. It was so funny. I know you did, Simples. That gave me one of the best laughs I've had in a long time. Yeah, if you really want a belly laugh, it was very, very funny, Jules. But like I said, if you're looking at the replay of the chat, because everybody then changed the names back after the live, you're not going to see the funny names. I did put a few of them up on screen, but I was in stitches. Didn't know who anybody was. Oh, you're keeping her as your picture. She loves it, little princess. Oh, she's such a cutie. She's such a cutie. Right. Now it's 7:15, because obviously I want to watch the clock, because I don't want to be missing Jen's. I think we're all going to be wanting to go in there, aren't we? Right. Shall we start with the Know Your Mods quiz? See if everybody's ready. The usual rules will apply. You need to keep a note of your own, of how many you get right. And because I am Master of Ceremonies, it will be, hiya, Sid. Hello, love. Or extraterrestrial. How are you today? Are you feeling any better? We're going to do our little know your mods, a little quick know your mods one, Sid, for Freda. So usual rules are going to apply. Oh no! Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Chuck. Oh, how long have you had it for now? Is it about a week? Be quiet, Cooper. Oh, there's nothing worse, is there? Well, I'm going to have to. Oh, since Wednesday, bloody nightmare, isn't it? Is it this new variant you've got, do you know, or have they not? They've not told you? Because I do know some people who've caught the new variant, and they have had it confirmed, and they've not been ill for as long, you know, or as severely. I know 2 people who've had the new variant who have been vaccinated, and one who hasn't been vaccinated and caught that. Most of them are throat sore as fuck. That sounds very much like Helen, wasn't it? Helen Happy Thoughts, and she had a banging headache. Right. I'll crack on with this Quizlet. So, as I said, keep a note of your own. I've only got 10 questions tonight because I know that we were going to try and make it quite quick because there's going to be a big Gen live at 9 o'clock. So I want to make sure we've got this done, and we've got the Dogman stories for Green Eyes if she rocks up at some point. No, it's not going to kill you, Sid, and hopefully you'll be better sooner rather than later. So I'm going to ask the questions. Yeah. Stop it. Nobody's interested, Cooper. You all keep a note of your scores, and we're going to go off the first answer that shows on my screen. So it doesn't matter who's showing up as answered first on your own devices. It's whoever shows up first on my television screen. That will be who the point is awarded to. Okay. He's a bit livelier, Danny. Thank you for asking. But he's what the phrase we use in the UK is he could shit through the eye of a needle. It was coming out of it. Do you remember Bridesmaids? And it's coming out of her like molten lava when she's sitting in the sink. That's what it was like with Cooper before. So he's definitely got a little bit of a dicky tummy. But he's currently on probiotic yogurt. I've got him some brown rice that I'm going to boil up for him while Jen's live is on. And he's had some sardine, and he's going to have an egg with his boiled rice. So we'll see how he gets going. But thank you. Yeah. He's not been sick or anything. He was sick yesterday, so it's definitely something. I'm blaming the counter surfing he did at Porky's, because he stole an entire loaf of bread and ate it all. So, and that was coming out over the course of 2 days. Yes, yes, you cheeky little boy. Okay, right. I've tried to make them a little easier. We'll see what happens. So, is everybody ready? I'm going to commence with the Know Your Mods quiz. The first question is, who is our current Sword Dane on the channel? Who's currently holding the title of Sword Dane on the channel? And let me know if you need a clue. No. No simples. It's not Sheila. It's not Freda. It's not Freda Porkchop. No. It's not Cassius. Don't forget, Sword Dane. It's not Bedtime Clown. The Sword Dane title is owned by a male, not a female. That's your clue. It's not Shah. I'm going to have to give you all a better clue, aren't I? Right? It's a man from Sweden. No, 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 no. Pork Chop's got it. It's Mirror Man. No, it wasn't Porky either. It's Mirror Man. The clue I was about to give you was he was awarded the title of Sword Dane for Sid Vicious said it's AD. He was awarded Sword Dane for his hilarious description of a bumhole looking like a tea towel holder. Oh no, it wasn't fixed. He got it right. He was going through that. He won't. Porky doesn't usually join in on these, but he's obviously been coming in chat more, so he might do. So keep a note of that. Pork Chop, you get the point. Okie dokie. Right. Now we award the titles of Shield Maiden to the women who win the rounds, okay? And so far, we've had 3 women win the title of Shield Maiden. Who are the 3 Shield Maidens? And you get a point for each one you get right. Freda, Sharon and Denny. No, but Sheila, you've got... Oh, you got 2 right. Curly, Larry and Mo. No, nobody's got them all right. Not yet. No, it's not Green Eyes Lady Witch or Denny. I'll give you a clue because some people have got some of them right. Freda and Sharon are 2 of them because a couple of you have got those down. So Freda and Sharon, and there's 1 other. No, Freda, it's not you, Woe, Lisa or Simples. Mary Mungo and Midge. Or Mary Mungo and Minge. Come on, have a think, have a think. Somebody won the same week as Freda. We had 2 Shield Maidens that week. So Sharon won it first, then Freda. There's 1 more. And if anyone can put all 3 down, and don't forget, don't give me one name. Put all 3 in your answer. So it's Sharon, Freda, Anne, and Boudica. No. I think she would have been a good Shield Maiden on here, though. Sharon, Freda, and Lisa. No. Freda, Sharon, and Kathy. No. Blue Rose. Simples has got it right. Cooper is delighted. Stop it. Hugh Pooh, Barney McGrew. It was Blue. Coop. Stop. Oh, fuck's sake. The point there goes to Simples Meerkat. Because it was Blue Rose, Freda, and Sharon. Stop. Come here and lie down. Enough of the barking. I know, he's doing my ragging tonight. Stop now. You're being naughty. Now stop it. Okie dokie. The thing is, Freda, I can't believe you didn't get that right because you mentioned it yesterday about you and Blue Rose. Okay. Question number 3. This is a little harder, but anybody who visits the channels, and we all do, you should know this one. So obviously my full name is Kiss My Axe, the Skaldmere. What does Nuff Nuff call me instead of Skaldmere? Oh, yeah, sorry. Yeah, Simples has got 3 points for that one. Because that was like an extra, that was like the joke around that with extra points. It is shame on you. Simples has got it right again. Yes, she calls me Kiss My Axe, the skid mark. Pork Chop, the skinny mare. I'd wish. Shit face. Kathy, she probably does. No, that's Simples. That's absolutely what she calls me. She just calls me Kiss My Axe, the skid mark. Well, you get another point there to add, Simples. You might be adding a shield to your name. Right. You were channeling the Nuff. Congrats. Okay. So last night, who did I claim got probed by aliens just so I'd get extra views on my channel? Last night, who did I claim got probed by aliens just so I'd get extra views on my channel? Porky says, I've channeled them off too. Sheila, the point goes to Sheila. It was definitely Cassius. Yeah, you've all been getting it right, but it was Cassius. And the point goes to Sheila. It's in the title, Jules. When you see it, I just put let's chat like UFO chat, and I put Cassie's got probed by aliens. Yeah, the thing is, you've got to be quick draw McGraw to beat Sheila. She's like trigger fingers. And don't forget, if the questions are about yourselves, you can answer them. It's fine. Right. Okie dokie. This one you're going to have to type quick. Who always says bye, Felicia, when they're leaving the chat? Who always says bye, Felicia, when they're leaving the chat? Hi, Lisa. How are you doing, chicken? Oh, yeah. Kathy, you've got one right. You've just beat Pork Chop. It was very close, but you got in there. So that's a point to Kathy. Yeah, Freda's got it right. Oh, Porky, you need to be quick. That was good going, that, Kathy. You're taking notes of all these little things. Right. Question number 6. You're not pointless. You never are. You blame my internet. Well, whatever. Okay. Question number 6. Who has just had their 66th birthday? And we sang to them last night. Or rather, I sang to them last night. Badly. Who's just had their 66th birthday? Simples. It's another point for Simples. It was Paul. But you're all getting it right. Sheila, Freda, Pork Chop. But Simples is in there first. Point to Simples. It wasn't you, Jules. No, oh gosh, no, of course. Right. Which of our mods is an awesome DJ? Which of our mods is an awesome DJ? Sid Vicious is in there. Point for Sid. It is indeed JC. Well, you're all getting it right, but yeah, it is indeed JC. But Sid picked everybody to the post on that one. Well done. Oh, Porky thought it was Sid Vicious. Sid could actually be an awesome DJ. I know not, but it's JC. Right. Okay, ready for the next one? Who officially... Oh, you're bass player. Oh, Porky's daughter should... Oh, yeah, of course you are. I forgot about this. Yeah, Porky's daughter might be asking you for some tips there. She's just playing... It's no, it absolutely isn't shitload, is it, Jules? Okay, next question. Who officially has just become an ex-nurse? who officially has just become an ex-nurse. Oh, she's there again. Simples. Yeah. Oh, and Sheila got it right as well. Well, Green Eyes is already one, but Simples has just become an ex-nurse. So, yeah, the point then goes to Simples once again. God, there's no stopping you tonight, bird. Okie dokie. Now, this one was a bone of contention for everybody. And I'm dying to see who gets this one. Are you ready? Who had us all confused, trying to work out their identity as E.T.'s long brown finger? Freda, there's a point there for Freda. She's the first one in, and it was Meadow. But you're all right. Pork Chop, Sheila, Sid Vicious, Paula, Simples. But Freda pipped you all to the post on that one. It was indeed the lovely Meadow. Now, this one's going to have a little bit of a longer answer. And I'm going to reward, doesn't matter who gets it right, I'm going to award it to either the best description or the funniest description, okay? So, yesterday, Simple's meerkat. Sorry. I'll try again. Sid Vicious coming in dry. Do you know what, Sid? You're going to have a point for that, because that is one of the best one-liners I've ever heard, and it still is making me laugh today. That wasn't the question, but do you know what? Have a point. Okay, so yesterday, Simple's meerkat. You're beating me to it, Sheila. You're beating me to it. Wait for the question. Simple's meerkat was described as looking like a Doberman. Why? Why was Simples told she'd look like a Doberman? And I'm just going to go off the I'm going to go off the funniest answer. Oh God, do you know what? I'm actually going, you're all getting it right, but I'm gonna I'm gonna give that point to Sheila, because she had black jeans and shatter pants. Lava ass. Shatter and splatted. So yeah, that point I'm gonna have to give that to Sheila, because I was reading them all. I'm laughing at like Kathy's shitty knickers, but yeah, I had black jeans on and shatter pants. So there we go. Right, that was the end of our rather quick Know Your Mods quiz, because obviously I'm trying to whiz through them all. So type your points in the chat and let me see who's won. How many points did you all get? We'll see who's going to get the award this week. 6 for Simples, 3 for Sid, 1 for Freda. It is true, Jules. 1 for Porky. It is true. Oh, Sheila got 4. Oh, that were close. So Simples is a nosy biatch. She absolutely is. She is. Simples is this week's curtain twitcher, nosy biatch. So feel free to stick a shield after your name, like Freda has. We've now got 4 shield maidens on the channel. Yeah, well, absolutely well done. Absolutely well done. Yeah, you take a bow and start swinging that shield around. Oh, Freda Simples, welcome, fellow shield maiden. we usually do these every week, Paula. If you've not been in before, I just try and, although it's a very quick one tonight, and I just try and pick things up out of chat during the week. Oh, you got it. Oh no, Jules, but you haven't been well, have you? So, and you have missed the chats this week. But it's okay. We'll let you on. What I'll have to start doing is sending you little clips every time I get every time that I get some little tips on people. I should email them over to you, and then there'll be some random pickage. Oh, it is, Paula. I mean, we did one the other week. Oh God, we were just all in stitches, but I had about 20 questions that night. It's just because I'm trying to keep it quite short because I know everybody wants to catch catch Nuff Nuffs live. Well done, Simples. I actually haven't got a clue how you'd. Oh my God, Simples, you just pebble dash the room. And I was swinging my shitty knickers. No, it's Freckles. I have a lovely big bruise kiss from the. Oh no! Oh my goodness. Freda Paula, it is good fun, nice to get away from the drama. Well, we're going to do another themed night in the week. So I'm wondering whether to actually do it. I might do it tomorrow, actually, because I'm going staying at Porky's for a couple of nights because this debacle with the whole flipping central heating, the boiler has now completely, after the engineer coming on Friday, I've not even got any hot water. So I'm going staying at Porky's tomorrow and Tuesday. And then they're coming fitting a new boiler on Wednesday, allegedly. We'll wait and see. So because I'll be at his tomorrow and he will probably be streaming, I would guess tomorrow evening, I might come on and I don't know, we could do a little bit of something else. But yeah, I think, didn't Sheila say, what was it you wanted to do, Sheila? Was it like a beastie one or a paranormal one? Put up, I'll make sure she's live both nights. That's just so I'm not giving you any hassle. I'm just gutted Green Eyes isn't here because I found her some special Dogman stories. Oh, Porky will keep you warm. I know. I can't. I'll tell you what though. Oh, ghost, spooks, and beasts, etc. Right. Okie dokie. Yeah, I think we should. Yeah, we'll do an amalgamation of them all. And I'm just going to make a note because I know that I will forget. Freda Bastard, it really is. We need some fun in between. Nuff made things fun in the middle of all this drama too. It kept us all going to have some laughs. Oh, Cassius, you've missed the quiz. You missed the quiz. And you did make an appearance in my quiz. I asked who I claimed had been probed by an alien in order to just get myself some extra views on my channel. Oh no, why? What's going on, Cassius? Are you all right, Chuck? When are you doing your spirit streaming? Well, yes, simple. There was an answer. Be right back. 6. Enjoy. Have one for me, Kathy, as always. Yeah, Pork Chop is doing the so his channel's been set up now, as you know. We are going away for a couple of days. So a week tomorrow, we're going away, staying away Monday and Tuesday. and we'll be back like late on Wednesday. Oh my God, I can't find my flipping e-cig. Oh, there it is. Oh, it fell down the sofa. God, I nearly had a heart attack then. So I'm hoping that some of the equipment he's got we can take with us somewhere. I can't say anything because he doesn't know where we're going. But I think I'm sure he said that all the equipment will all have arrived by the end of February. Do you know what? You're right there, Freda. Cassie, yeah, you did miss the quiz. I think you'd have got them all right as well. You could have been a sword Dane. Just don't want to miss it. No, don't you worry, you won't. Because I can let you know on here if you set the notification bell on Porkies. But I will let you know. I'll link it up. Oh, there you go. The EMF is here, so we may have a look around with that if the opportunity arises. Oh, it will arise. There'll be all sorts of things arising next week. I can tell you that much. Freda, I'm gutted. I should go back and answer the questions. I'll come back and tell you how many I get right. I tell you what, should I do it for Cassius? Shall I ask him the questions again and see what he says? Because I don't trust you. Snoozing, losing. I think he would have done very well. Right, yeah. Shall I do it again for Cassius? Right. Because there's only a few. There's not that many. There's not that many questions. As I said, I'm trying to keep it brief so we can all. Oh yeah, he's not good. No, you have won simples. It's just to see what he would have done. This is what you would have done. Right. Okie dokie. Cassius, who is our current sword Dane? Who is our current sword Dane? These are just for Cassius. Because I don't trust him to not go back and listen to the answers, because he's from Edinburgh. And you know what they say? No, Cassius, you got it wrong. No. Our current sword Dane, don't forget, you've got the gender wrong, is Mirrorman. Do you remember? He got the title of sword Dane for the tea towel holder comment. Okay. Now, name our 3 current shield maidens. So 3 women have won a shield so far in these quizzes. Who are they? And there's 3 points for that. Oh, hi, Marie. Sorry, I'm just running through the quiz again for Cassius, just to see what he would have won if he'd been here. But he wasn't, so he's not going to win anything, actually. Pew! No, Cassius, it was Freda, Blue Rose, and Sheila and Sharon. Yeah, I've got to do the countdown tune. Okay, you should get this one, Cassius. So, obviously, my full name, Kiss My Axe, the Skaldmere. Nuff can't say that, so what does she call me instead of Skaldmere? She calls me Kiss My Axe, the something, instead of Skaldmere. Pew! Yeah, you know my little thing at the end, the Skalmere? Yeah, you are shite, Cassius. She calls me the skid mark. Instead of kiss my axe the Skalmere, she calls me kiss my axe the skid mark. No, I can't. I've got to keep doing it because I know it's annoying you. Right. Who always says, bye, Felicia, when they're leaving the chat? Who always says, bye, Felicia, when they leave the chat? Oh, no. Cassius. I think I need to give this up. No, Porky always says it, doesn't he? You're doing absolute fucking gash, man. Oh, you've had a stressful day. I'll tell you what, though. I'll ask you one that I know you're going to get right. I'll ask you one more question, just so I know you're going to get it right. Okay? So, do you remember last night? Somebody had us all in a tiz because they wouldn't reveal their identity. Who was E.T.'s long brown finger? Whose real identity was E.T.'s long brown finger? Pew! It's windy here as well, Kathy. Thanks, Sid. I love Sid keeps putting in the pew at the end for me. Come on, Cassius. Come on, think. Who was? Do you remember E.T.'s long brown finger? We were all trying to guess who it was, and they wouldn't tell us. Oh, do I do it all right, Jules? If you don't get this one right, Cassius, I'm going to make you go and join AD's channel. Oh, fuck. Right. I'm going to take your wrench off you. Cooper, behave, lad. Come here. Oh, I didn't know you were in North. Cassius, it was Meadow. It was Meadow. It just shows you just don't pay attention, do you? Yeah, Cooper's just thinking you're in there. Cooper, be quiet. Cooper, stop. Stop now. Stop. Do you know what, Paula? I don't know why, but for some reason, I got it in my head that you were in America. How weird is that? Yeah, Cassius, I'm sorry. Hand in, exit stage left, hand your wrench in, take your blue cloak off, and go and ask Bubbles, can you join? Seriously. Oh, your heart's thumping. Don't you worry about it. Yeah, it's. I can hear it here, Kathy. It's like proper whizzing down the chimney. It's really bad. So let's see, how are we doing for time? Oh, we're doing all right. So it's 10 to 8. Hand me wrenching at the desk. Auntie Bubs needs a stand-in. Well, you know, if we can see if Shamu needs a holiday. What's Denny called? A manatee. Fate worse than death. I know. Oh, I shouldn't, but oh gosh. So, would you like... Sheila, that was about a Dogman that shot itself. Well, that was one of our questions, Cassius. I said that Simple's meerkat, she was described as a Doberman yesterday. Why? And I gave it to the funniest one, and Sheila won the point because she said she wore black jeans and shat her pants. Enough now. I can tell you're getting back to life, little Tinker. So what? It wasn't like that. It wasn't even that hard. I mean, what do you want to do, guys and gals? Do you want me to do a Dogman story? I'd found an Australian one for Green Eyes, but she's not here. I'm actually hoping she's all right because I texted her earlier and I haven't heard back. Or do you just want a bit of general light-hearted chit-chat before, you know, for an hour before Jen's live? Because I'm happy to do anything and save the Dogmen till tomorrow if you want. Because by the sounds of it, everyone's had a bit of a stressful day. So if it helps just having a bit of light-hearted banter, I'm happy to go with that. Jules, I said it's because she has long ears. What the fuck? No, we were talking about, Jules, people having little accidents, because I did 2 lives yesterday. One was supposed to be for an hour at 11:30 in the morning. And I ended up on for 3.5 hours. And then I came back on to do the UFO one last night. So I spent virtually all day on the internet. Yeah, I hope she's okay, Freda, as well. Although it's probably, what time is it now? Probably about 6 in the morning there, 5 or 6 a.m. I've had a look around on the internet and the shit seems to be hitting the fan on Watts Island. Oh, is it, Sid? Oh, nightmare, Paula. Me personally, just me, after today, just some light stuff would be good until Jen comes on. Not a problem. I'm happy to do. I always say I'm happy to do for this to go whichever way people want. It's no problem whatsoever. So we can have a bit of a laugh, bit of a joke. Anybody got any funny stories they would like to share? Let's all call Bubbles a cut. Yeah. What was that? What's it called? Do you remember the Mac lads? Sweaty Betty. Maybe there should be a rendition of that. You'll remember the Mac lads, won't you, Sid? Well, she wore big knickers and she worked on sewage farm. I put me hand up her jeans and I nearly lost half me arm. Well, after 10 pints, she looked quite fit. I couldn't wait to get me hands on her flabby tits. Sweaty Betty. Oh, Paula. Yes, I remember you putting that in the chat the other night. Well, a similar thing. Remember when I said to you that I'd done something similar? So I knew the pain. I did it on holiday and I was absolutely bladdered. And this was abroad with my friends and I ended up on a kiddie slide. High heels, mini skirt, crop top. Okay. Went down this metal slide at about 2-3 o'clock in the morning. Because they had a mini skirt on, you know, like your skin slows you down, doesn't it? So I didn't slide all the way to the end of the slide. I kind of got stuck near the flat bit at the bottom, and some lad who I didn't even know, great big fella he was as well, he came he'd obviously go, oh, these girls are on the slides, whoa, let's join in. He came up the slide behind me. I'm sitting at the bottom pissing myself laughing because I've come down this slide thinking I'm really funny, and this lad came behind me with his feet outstretched. Well, obviously he's got suit pants on, hasn't he? So there's nothing hindering the way he propelled himself down the slide, and he came down at a rate of knots. His feet hit the small of my back, And it was quite a big slide as well. And I mean, at the time, I probably weighed about 7 stone wet through. He hit me, ricocheted me up, like basically shot me off the end of the slide. I went up into the air and landed on my arse, and it was concrete, and I fractured my tailbone. That was right at the start of a 2-week holiday. I was in agony. Couldn't go to the toilet without screaming. I couldn't. It was so painful, Paula. So I know exactly how you're feeling. Bloody broke my arse bone. Worst thing I've ever. And I've broken a lot of bones with horse riding, but that was bad. Because it affects everything, doesn't it? You cough and your arse hurts. You try to go for a wee and your arse hurts. And it's not like they can strap it up, is it? Oh my God, it's painful. I've been walking around like John Wayne since, yeah, I know, it's awful. I think for punishment that Cassis should go up on panel for 10 minutes. Oh, yeah. Yeah, maybe you should. No, it was funny, Jules, because I'm always doing stupid, ridiculous things like that. Well, I'm going to drop the link just in case old Shameface wants to come up and redeem himself. Slid down the stairs after finishing a placement after 5 bodies in 2004. Oh, God. And did you break it as well? Break your bum bone on your Doberman house? Fucking hell. Freda Kiss, remember years ago throwing up in my bag in a taxi? I had £5 in the bottom of the bag to pay the coal man next day. I had to wash an eye in a fiver. Oh, my God. Well, did I tell you a lot about being with my friend when we were up in Ponteland near Newcastle? And we came home, we were getting really, really drunk. Well, we got really drunk and we're in the taxi coming home. And I let out a little trump. And the taxi driver kind of... Oh, my beautiful Sammy's cooking me dinner. Kiss, if you could shout out Sammy. Sammy, just letting you know, Cassius really appreciates you. He's looking forward to his delicious dinner because my fella's sorting himself out. And if you can let us all know what you're cooking for him, that would be really much appreciated, Sammy. Especially if you can make a doggy bag up and send it out by taxi down to Lancashire. I'd really appreciate that. That means he wants an extra Yorkie. No problem, Jill. See you in a sec, chicken. If that was quick, her cooking. I've been on here. It's took her 40 minutes. Well, so yes, so I'm in this taxi. Oh, chicken Cantonese, lovely. So I let out this little pump. You may want to rephrase. Oh, what did I say? I do this, Paula. I say things and then I forget. So I let this little pump out in the taxi, and me and my friend are laughing, and he kind of, you saw him kind of like the taxi driver. So we're driving along, and then there was another little, I thought, oh, go on. And then the taxi driver wound the window down. So at this point, we are in hysterics in the back of this. No, I'm rat-arsed. Oh, the other half sorted himself out. Oh, sorry, Porky. I did this. Do you know, Paula, I did this last night. I started to tell Cassius something and got sidetracked midway, and I said, Cassius, I've got a little, and then I forgot it, and Porky came straight in and he went, you better finish that quick. So it says, the wife comes back from the doctors and says, looks like we're going to have to start buying nappies again. Are you pregnant? I asked. She said, no, my ass muscles have packed in. Oh, Sid. That is a coming in dry one, isn't it? gosh. I'm murder for doing that. I say something and then I've totally forgotten what I've said. Well, actually, the good thing is, though, if I do a live tomorrow on Dogmen, it gives me... Oh, I'm glad, Paula. I'm glad. Well, I've not finished me farting in the taxi story yet, because I do this and I'll go bouncing around. So the second fart, the taxi driver cracks the window a little bit. So we are in stitches in the back of this taxi, right? So there's another one, just a little one. So at this point, the taxi driver loses his shit. And he says, if you fart once more, and obviously I can't do the Geordie accent, but you can imagine it. One more, you dirty bitches, and you're walking home. And I was really not wanting to, and I was laughing that hard. My stomach muscles went. Only this time it was really bad. And he kicked us out at the side of the road, and we had to walk all the way back to Ponteland, which is right out of Newcastle near the airport. High heels, pissed as rats. And it was quite cold as well that night. Yeah, I wasn't very popular with my friend after we stopped laughing. But, you know, I'm going to blame the Newcastle Brown. And I think I was on Castle Eden Ale that night. I know, Freda, it was really disgusting. But, you know, I was young with no manners. The thing is, you just think it's not going to... No, do you know what it was, Simples? It was what my dad would call a soup cooler. You know, when you blow on your soup and you go just before you put the spoonful in your mouth. It was one of them. That'll always... I know, Cassius, it really did. Paula, feel free. Tell us some stories. If the Trump stories, if the poo stories, they all go down well on this channel. We were talking about the game of Freckles yesterday. There you go, Frida saying, Paula, come on, do tell. Oh, Jules Kitch says, a friend of mine lifted up her top and showed the cab driver. I was horrified. She said, we have no money. Oh, God. Did he let her off? Did he ask for a little jiggle? Did she shake a maracas for him? We got actually stopped in a taxi. It was nothing to do with me. It's a watery one. Yeah. No, my nan used to call them SBDs, silent but deadly. That was what they were that night. Oh, did she give him a jiggle? Well, I was on... do you want to come up, Paul? You can if you like. But no pressure. Or save it for another, you know, if you feel like you want to come up on panel another time, you're very welcome. We were on a hen night in Blackpool, well, hen weekend in Blackpool, and we got a taxi. I can't remember where we were. So we were going to, I think we were going to the Flying Handbag. It was at like a drag pub bar, whatever. I don't even know if it's still there. And we're in this taxi. Well, obviously, we're in a black cab. Everybody's absolutely hammered. And one of the girls who was with us, she was like a friend of... She wasn't one of our friends. She was a friend of the bride-to-be. We'd all gone to school together, but this girl was somebody she knew through her work. And she was a really good laugh, but God, she was rough as. And she's on the back seat of this. So I'm kind of got my back, you know, one of the little drop-down seats behind the taxi driver. So I'm on one of those, and there's three of them on the long seats, and this girl's in the middle. So she gets up, and we're coming along Blackpool seafront, and she decides to moon out the back of the back window of the taxi. And next minute, it's blue light. She'd only mooned at a flipping police car. So yeah, we got a right royal telling off, although I was not doing anything wrong, so I was all right. Right, I'll drop the link for you here, Paula. Bear with me a sec. There you go. And obviously, anybody else who wants to come up, you're very welcome. You're only 16. It was such a shock. Excellent. I love listening to funny stories. Oh, dear me. Yeah, I think we all need to have this little bit of a... I've dropped it, Freda. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Hello, my lovely.
Hello.
Excellent. I'm so glad to have you up as a guest.
Oh, thank you. I don't have long because I want to go and grab a quick shower before Jen comes on. But yeah, so a few years ago, I was a manager of a nightclub, and obviously you're busy at the weekends. It was a Thursday night, and there wasn't a lot doing. There was some event on in the rest of the town, so I decided to close up early. And my niece was one of my bar persons.
Uh-huh.
And she's like, why don't we go into town? I was like, okay, why not? So everybody went home and we grabbed a taxi. No. We went back to my house and I picked the car up because I'd taken a taxi to work. So we picked the car up and we went and parked it in town. And we went for a couple of beers around town. And then this black cab pulled up beside us both. And it was two of our cousins. Okay. And they're like, come on, we're going. It was another nightclub at the other end of town. I mean, do mean the other end, like 10 miles away. Come on, come with us. We're going clubbing. I'm like, oh, I've just finished work. I'm knackered. Anyway, to cut a long story short, they weren't having it. So they dragged us in this taxi and off we went. And a few drinks later, I said to my niece, Emma, look, I'm stood here in my work clothes looking like a complete pleb and I'm feeling really, a little bit vulnerable. So she said, well, that's fine. We'll just change clothes. Right. So now you've got to imagine she's 6'2" and I'm 5 foot nothing. And I'm wearing a mini skirt, well, not mini, but midi, if you like, and she's wearing trousers. So we punched into this flipping nightclub toilet that you can imagine had pee up the walls on the floor. You know what it's like.
Oh, yeah.
Isn't it, right? So we're trying to be really delicate about swapping clothes. So she had to put my flipping tights on, my heels on, the whole shebang. And then I get these trousers on. And we come out of this loo. Oh, I must have looked like flipping, I don't know what I looked like, but these trousers must have been like 6 foot too long for me. And her boots, which were even worse because she's a size 7 and I'm only a 5.5. It was the worst thing. But when you're drunk, you don't really. So anyway, I said to her, we're gonna have to swap back. So we went back to the loos, and as we're swapping back, I slipped back on the toilet seat, which was full of glass. So I literally shredded my backside on this glass. Yeah. So anyway, you don't care when you're drunk, though. You don't feel it, do you? You don't really. Yeah. The pain don't kick in till much later. So anyway, to cut a very long story short, when we left that evening, we came out of the nightclub and all the taxis had gone. So we started walking up this very long road. And I said to Emma, look, I'm going to ring my other half. I'm going to ring Simon. They need to come pick us up. So we found this phone box and I rang him and I'm like, Simon, I've only got 20p left. Don't hang up, but you need to come and collect us. We're down at Archie Road. We went to the nightclub. You need to come and get us. Right. And my money was running out. And he said, Paula, you took the car. I was like, oh, fuck. Where's the car? So I said, don't worry. So I hung up and I said to Emma, did we take the car? Where's the car? And we could not, I swear to you, we could not, we were so drunk, we could not remember parking the car in the town centre 10 miles away. And I was literally sitting on the floor in the middle of the road trying to figure out where the car was. And as it happens, Emma's boyfriend was sort of with my other half. They were sort of playing gaming or what have you. So he had his car. He come and collected us, and when I got home, my little half's like, "Where's the car?" And I couldn't answer him because I had no clue. I seriously didn't have a clue. He's like, "Paula, where's the effing car?" I said, "I don't know." And it wasn't until about 12 o'clock the next sort of lunchtime that I remembered where the car was.
Oh my God. And was it, I'm presuming it was all right. It hadn't been nicked or trashed or anything.
No. It was in a legit car park and all that kind of stuff. But honestly, I had no recollection. Yeah. So I came home with like a sliced up buttocks. Yeah, it was, wouldn't do that.
But they're the best nights. They are the best nights, though. You have to admit they are the best nights.
Yeah, well, the only reason I got that drunk is I was so embarrassed with what I was wearing in a bloody nightclub.
Well, were you in when I was on about being in Dublin? Because we used to go to Dublin, me and my friends, every year for St. Patrick's. I'll make it quick because I know you're trying to duck off. And
that's okay.
I came out, I'd lost them in one of the pubs. You know what it's like in Dublin at St. Patrick's, everybody's pissed and blah, blah. And I couldn't remember, I get this, we stayed in the same hotel every year. We always stayed at the Arlington every year without fail. I knew how to get there with my eyes shut, not this night. I spent the whole night crying on a bench with a tramp, telling him that my friends had fucked off and left me, and I'm really lucky because he said, "I'll look after you, don't worry. I'll sit here with you till the sun comes up." This is in March. It's fucking freezing. I've got like a mini skirt on. I've lost a shoe. I always lost a shoe, and I sat with this tramp all night. And finally, my friends found me, and I was literally across the road from the hotel. I'd sat there freezing on the fridge. Just, it was a good night.
That's classic. But I tell you what, I bet the tramp was really friendly.
Do you know what? He was lovely. But this was the thing, when my friends found me and I'm like, let's pass the hat, let's get him some breakfast. And we're like, we'll get you some breakfast. And he's really nice, this tramp. And he kept going, "I'm not a tramp, I'm homeless." I'm going, I know, love. Come on, pass the hat, let's get some money for the tramp. And he's going, "I'm not a tramp, I'm homeless." And
but that's kind of what we've always called them, isn't it? And I think that's terrible. But yeah, that is what we've been grown up to. Yeah.
It was just one of those
days, isn't it? Getting it right.
Yeah, and he really was a lovely guy. And he'd, because there was drunken people coming over because they can see me. I'm only a bit of a young thing in a short skirt sitting on the end of a bench. And he was firing, "Go on, lads, leave her be. She sat here, go on." And so he did look after me, but yeah, because I was still drunk. I'm like, "Yeah, let's get some burgers and chip money for the tramp." And I must have said it about 50 times. God almighty.
Wow.
Oh,
I was just looking at Sheila's comment, and just to say, Sheila, my ex-husband lives in Cleveland, which is obviously, if you know Blackpool, it's next to Blackpool. And we went to the Elvis tribute. I used to have to go up there every other month. I used to drive crazy because I'm in Northampton, so going up there every month for the in-laws just absolutely crippled me. But yeah, so I went to that tribute. It was pretty good, to be fair.
I think he must be doing other things. Porky, my fella, he'll probably know of Elvis tribute artist. I wonder where was it, Sheila? Just wondering whereabouts it was in Blackpool. There used to be a place called, was it called the Showboat? There was a pub. You had to go up the stairs. I've been in there quite a few times and fallen down those stairs quite a few times as well. But luckily, never broken it.
There was one at the end of the pier, but it wasn't that one that I went to. I've been to that for other things, but it was in the town centre. I can't remember what it was called. It was like the theatre, I think, in the town centre, but I can't remember the name.
Oh, well, there's the Opera House, isn't there? And the Winter Gardens, was that it, maybe?
It might have been the Opera House. I seriously can't remember. It's been several years ago.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've got so many bad memories of Blackpool. I would never go there on holiday. Not because I don't like the place, but because of the memories. So I try not to go that far up north anymore.
Well, if you ever do, please do call in because I'm up in Lancashire.
Yeah, well, one of my kids went to Lancaster Uni, so I am very familiar. And like I say, my ex-husband lived up in Cleveland, and so I'm very familiar with the surroundings. But I haven't got any desire to go back there yet, let me tell you. But look, I don't want to be rude to anybody, but I'd really love to jump off, grab a shower, something to eat before Jen comes on. But it's been fun.
Oh, thank you, Paula. Come up anytime you want. It's lovely to have had you up, and I'll see you in Jen's chat later on.
Lovely. See you later.
All right, darling. Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Oh, everybody thank the lovely Paula. I love it when we get people up. And I'm just looking here now. Who had a golden shower? I'm just seeing Jill's. Everyone got a golden shower. Oh, I've missed something in this chat. Let me see. What have I missed? Hang on. I walked into a pub in town with my friends, bursting for a wee. We all walked in and I saw a lad I worked with. He grabbed hold of me and swung me round and your bladder let go. Someone thought champagne had been opened. That's like being in a mosh pit, isn't it? You think people are throwing water to cool you down. It's actually glasses of piss. Yeah, Sheila, absolutely. Thank you, Paula, for coming up. Oh, dear me. I had a lad vomit on my back in a pub. Do you know what, Simple? Somebody did that to me. This is minging. I was at an 18th, and it was when I was at sixth form, and there was one of the lads was 18, so we went along, and he actually had a proper do. The rest of us were having coach do's, but he actually had a proper do in a club, and I was dancing with this lad. I don't even know who he was, just dancing with this lad. It was getting a little bit, it wasn't a slow dance. It wasn't the 10 to 2 and out will do point of the night. This was quite early on, but this lad's already wankered. And he kept trying to get hold of me to have like a bit of a slow dance. And it was something quite fast that was on. And I just remember I put my hand on his chest to go, just back off a minute, mate. And as I did that, he gave me this really funny look. And I thought, he's either going to try and kiss me or he's going to tell me to F off. And he literally hurled all over me. It missed my face, luckily, but it kind of hit me at boob height and was just projectile vomiting. I was so pissed off. And another thing, this is absolutely gipping. It was awful. Um, it was quite a few years ago. I was with my ex and we'd gone out for a meal in Wigan. And we were coming up King's, there used to be a restaurant that we went to, it's closed down now, but we're coming up King Street in Wigan. And we were just chit-chatting. Oh, hang on, I'll just read touch up. There is a pub in Blackpool with an upstairs dance floor. I couldn't understand why there were no men at all up there watching the girls dance until I realised the floor was made of glass. Oh, flipping heck. Don't ever take me there then. Yeah, so we're walking up King Street and a bit annoyed, Jules. I went home. I was so upset. I was really upset. At 18, you can't laugh things off, especially not vomit from a complete stranger. But yeah, so walking up King Street, we're chatting, and we're going to go for a drink. And there's a bar we used to go to, and we're walking up this King Street, and the next minute, there's a car coming past, and I just got hit with something. Just felt this hit, and I thought, what the fuck? Would you believe this? And apparently, this was going on quite a lot at the time. I'd been hit with a nappy, a baby's nappy. And as it hit me, well, you can guess what happened. I was bartered in baby shit. Well, I hope it was baby shit, right? And I'm standing there in King Street in Wigan with shit. And I used nappy at my feet. And I just burst into tears. And you know what? He wouldn't even get in a taxi coming home with me. He made me get a taxi on my own because he didn't want to be near me covered in shit. Disgusting. They were all downstairs looking up the skirts of the girls upstairs. That's actually quite bad. Is it still there, pork chop? Has it still got a glass floor? Because that's a bit like upskirting now, isn't it? Which is an offence. Just wondering, it's a little bit naughty that. Okay. Well, I seem to get covered in all sorts of things, Jules, and none of it's my fault. So I had vomit and then I had poo. Still there, still got the same dance floor. How often a week do you go in there, Porky? So, are you all up for some? So tomorrow night, then, are you all up for some Dogmen tales? We'll do a few. Yeah, Freda. Who would think to throw shitty nappies out? But apparently, it was going on at the time. It wasn't just me. Not all on the same night, but apparently there was somebody thinking it was hilarious to throw these shit-filled baby nappies at people. There's a bar stool with my name on a brass plate there. Yeah, I can imagine. Yes, Jules. Have you not heard about Dogmen? They're a cryptid. And my very first live, I did a story about Dogmen because I didn't know what I was going to do, and I told a story because I listened to a channel called Dogmen Encounters Radio, and it's on here on YouTube. It's run by a fella called Vic Cundiff, and Dogmen are they're not a werewolf because they're not like a man that turns into a wolf. They're actually apparently a cryptid. Now, as you'll know, Lady Witch, and she comes from Michigan, and there's a famous one, and it's called the Michigan Dogman. So I've got a few stories about that one, and I've got a story about one that was seen in Australia with a photograph because they frightened Green Eyes. But she did want to hear some more of these stories, and I think Sheila as well. I've been saying so. I got a few stories together, but I was obviously going to make them quite quick tonight because I thought we're going to be jumping off. But I think maybe if I leave them for tomorrow, and then I can give it a bit more time. I thought it was something to do with dogging. Do you know what? I said that last week about it was when Cooper was being a bit naughty, and I said I've got a bit of a doggy issue, and Pork Chop came in and thought I said I've got a dogging issue. But yeah, some of the stories are quite scary. The one that I was sharing with everybody was this guy, and I think he did about 4 episodes. First Dave I lived with, yes, there have been more than one. 1990 in our flat, pissed as a fart he was. I realised he's out of bed and he's taking ages. I look at the bathroom and there's no lights on, feck. So I get up and he's walking around in the living room. Then I notice the sofa chair. Oh, yes, please, Hawkey, 6 bizarre laws that still stand in Michigan. He'd only pissed on the. Oh, he'd not simples. Well, Freda, I've still got some left to do. I've still got to do the Northeast. I've got to do Ireland. Oh, is that what he said, Simples? It wasn't me. It was people from the World Cup. That's like me when I've fallen asleep. And Paul will give me a nudge, for watching the telly, and he'll go, nodded off. And I'll go, no, I wasn't. I go, you were asleep. No, I wasn't. And he always lies and say I wasn't. Sorry about the clicking. I can't get the damn lid off my vape juice. Oh, I've done it. Oh, so Number one, you can't be drunk on a train. You can't sell a car on Sunday. Oh, has something changed with the sound symbols? Oh, right. Give me a second. I'll come out and come back in again. This happened once before, didn't it? Bear with me a second, guys. Is that any better? I just popped out and came back in again. I sound like a vibrator. Let's get number 4. You can't commit adultery. Oh, are these jailable offences then? You can't willfully destroy your radio in Detroit. That's a bit weird, isn't it? And then a married woman cannot get a haircut without her husband's permission. Are you really? Hello. Oh, cool. I'm glad that's come back then. Maybe I was being possessed. Kathy, do you think she's sitting on a vibrator? That would be telling. All 6 of those are laws that still stand in Michigan. Potshot, where you're getting these rules. Well, he's either getting them from... The thing is, Freda, he's full of information that he picks up. So sometimes he does look things up, especially if we ask. But a lot of the times he knows these... he's like a sponge and he soaks up all this information. It's like there is... it's like over here, there are some laws. He might be able to confirm this one or not. It's still legal in the city of York to kill an armed Scot. And I think I've got that right. So I don't know if you want to verify that one or not, Porky. It goes back to, when the Scots actually did invade York. William Wallace got as far down as there. But yeah, as far as I can remember, it's still legal. I'm going to cook my tea and get my arse upstairs ready for enough. See you all in a bit. All right, Simples, lovey. Thank you, sweetie. And I'll see you in there. And then there's also, another law that's never, ever been repealed, where it used to be the law that every man and boy over a certain age, I don't know what the age of the boy was, maybe 12 or something. We'll just say that, for example. But every man and every boy over the age of, say, 12, by law, had to practice with the longbow on a Sunday on the village green. Kathy, if someone said I had to have my husband's permission to cut my hair, I'd shave my head. Yeah, I'd be the same, Kathy. I'd spite myself. I'd cut all my long hair off just out of devilment. Is everybody going into Nuffs for the live? Put shop. They shoved those rules where the monkey shoved the nuts. Yeah. Oh, Freda, my nan used to say that. And shove that where the monkey shoved the nuts. And I didn't realise where it was. It's up the bum, isn't it? God, I've missed all sorts that's gone on here today. This is the official response from York City Council when asked the question about that law. Oh, thank you. Am I talking gash? There is, however, a vague recollection of an alleged occurrence several centuries ago which involved a group of men from the Nottingham area dressed in green who are enjoying a stag night in York. No, I'm sure that it's actually still a law. After an extensive search of our records, I can confirm that there are no records of any Scotsman being legally shot with a bow and arrow in the last 10 years. Oh, no. Oh, right. So if I read it again, after an extensive search of our records, I can confirm that there are no records of any Scotsman being legally shot with a bow and arrow in the last 10 years. There is, however, a vague recollection of an alleged occurrence several centuries ago, which involved a group of men from the Nottingham area dressed in green who were enjoying a stag night in York. There you go. That was the right way around. No, I still think that is, and I'm sure it was something to do with an armed Scotsman. But it's like that other one, isn't it? That a pregnant lady, if you need a wee and you ask a policeman for his helmet, they're not supposed to be able to refuse, but apparently that's not true. And I think it was only applying to the custodian's helmet, you know, the tit helmets they used to wear. I've not seen a policeman wear one of those for a long time. Okay, so only heard that here in Belfast, but would make an interesting subject for a live, different sayings. It would. Is that the one about the helmet, Freda? Where is Cassius? Has he gone? He's probably eating, Jules, because don't forget Sammy had done him, had made him a dinner, hadn't he? Cantonese chicken. That law still stands in York. The same law applies to a Welshman in Chester. However, it is still illegal on Sundays. Thank you. I knew it was still valid. Oh, well, if Sid's still around, oh, well, he's only a Welshman by choice, isn't he? Not by birth. But yeah, don't go to Chester, just, and especially not armed. Trying to think of some of the weird laws. There was you have some crackers here in Belfast. Yes, I can fully imagine. I can fully imagine. We had some. I've had some really bizarre things when I've been over to Ireland, like funny bizarre. There was one when we were in Southern Ireland one year. We were trying to get a bus. I can't. Oh, I think it was to the National Stud. I'm sure we were going to look to see the National Stud of Ireland. That seems to ring a bell. But anyway, we got on. Stop it, lad. We got on a bus, and I was thinking, well, the guy's not buying any. He's not asking us for any money. Maybe there's a conductor on the bus. So we all sat down, and there's no conductor. And this trip's going on and on and on. And my friend Angela went to the front of the bus to say to the bus driver, where, do we pay you? And I can't remember exactly what he said, but it was along the lines of, do I look like I've got the time to drive a bus and take money off you? So we actually got a free bus trip. Now, whether he was having a bad day, I really don't know. And I also remember it was a very funny story that I heard. Do you remember Richard Harris, the actor? I watched a rerun of this. I think it might have been on something like either Michael Parkinson or Terry Wogan or something. I watched it. Someone had uploaded a clip onto YouTube because obviously Richard Harris in his youth, he was a big drinker. And he was saying before he got into the acting, he used to drive, I think it was for his family, but he drove a delivery. It was like a furniture delivery van. So he said this particular day he was coming home from, I think he'd been to Dublin, and he's driving home from Dublin, and he'd had a few drinks, and he decided to take a different route home than he normally would. Well, this was a great big box van he was driving, and the road he came down, he ended up under a little bridge, and he got wedged. So he said he's absolutely wedged tight, and along comes the local, and it's out in the countryside somewhere in Southern Ireland. And he said, along comes the local village Bobby on a push bike. And he's thinking, ah, shit. So the Bobby's like, what are you doing? And he said, I'm just having a minute. He said, I'm having a cigarette and a sandwich. He said, I'm just moving this, I'm just delivering this bridge to whatever village he was going to. And the Bobby just went, okay, all right, have a good day. And pedalled off. I was like, only in Ireland. Hiya, Joe. Oh, Simples is back already. Hello, chicken. You've just missed me silly Richard Harris story. I love tales like that. They're so funny. But yeah, Joe, I'm going to be, I'm going to shut down in about 25 minutes because Nuff Nuff's going live at 9 o'clock. Thanks for coming in last night, though. That was so funny with the aliens. Thank you all, because that gave me a laugh all night. And I did. I was listening to, I went to sleep listening to Danny After Dark, her upload. And then I listened to another one of hers as well, although I only remembered today about to comment on them. I don't know if Danny's still here or not, but if you are, I really enjoyed those. The one about Ed Gein, God, what a creepy fella he was. Laws on dogs going into places, not sure about guide dogs, but remember that King Charles Spaniels can go in anywhere. Oh, so that was a law. Oh yeah, you're going to go in as well, Joe. Yeah, we were just trying to have a little bit of a giggle. I know Freda can only happen in Ireland. So funny. Laughing in bed this morning at 4 a.m. Well, I was, but the thing is, it shows how sad I am, Simples, because I was laughing at myself, laughing. Just thought anybody who is listening to this live who wasn't in, who didn't see the names, because they obviously all vanished then from the live chat replay, because you've all gone back to your true identities. Oh, Porky's, there you go. That's correct. King Charles cannot be denied entry into any building. I wonder why. Was it, obviously we're not talking about a King Charles Spaniel now, but was it Charles I who knighted the sirloin steak? In Memphis, it's illegal for a woman to drive a car unless there is a man either running or walking in front of it waving a red flag to warn approaching motorists and pedestrians. Yeah, I know, Freda. The knighting of the steak is a myth. Is it? Because there's a pub not far from me that is called the Sirloin, and it is it's on the paperwork there. Give over. No. Oh, can I just check, Jules, did you get my email that I sent you the other night? Or other day? I can't remember if it was day or night. Yeah, well, apparently you're supposed to have it said it was good enough to be knighted. Well, maybe that was it. Lady Witch, I wonder how that works out on the expressway. I know. Thing is, though, why are they waving a red flag? Because they don't trust lady drivers there or something? How are you today, Lady Witch? Are you feeling any better? Still on the road to recovery? Oh, wish you'd have been in last night. It was so funny. Oh, brilliant, brilliant, Jules. Thank you. I've not checked. I've not got a notification for that flipping email account. Put up also in Memphis. It's illegal for frogs to croak after 11 p.m. Okay. And how do they arrange this with the frogs? They have little alarms off that shock them into staying quiet. Hiya, Paula. Yeah, Simples was very quick as well. Well, there's a couple of states as well, aren't there? And I'm going to say, oh gosh, is it one of the, I don't know if it's Washington State, but there's some states that have actually got laws now where it's illegal to shoot Bigfoot. Just on the off chance that it is actually true. In Gainesville, Georgia, anyone who owns chickens is not allowed to let them cross the road. Is that in case anyone makes a really bad joke about them? Jules wants to know who checks the frogs, Porky, and what happens. Do they actually get fined if they make a noise after 11 p.m? Yeah, how does one become a frog patrolman? I just wonder how they'd actually pay the fines, though, Lady Witch. Come here and stop barking. Come on, it's a good boy. Cooper's getting his voice back, the little tinker. There's some very, very weird laws, but there do seem to be a lot more. Oh, your chicken rules the road. Oh, paying for. Do you know what, Lady Witch? That was something I almost said about, does it pay in limbs? And then I thought, no, that's a little bit too crass. There's also a law in the UK that is, you request the maximum penalty in court, you must be deported to Australia for sheep rustling. Oh, sorry, that if you request the maximum penalty. Oh, Ace, free flights to Australia then. Maybe we should do that when we want to go and visit Green Eyes. He is a good boy, Simples. He's being better tonight. I wonder if they would actually enforce that law, though. You know, I might go and nick, because there's a guy up the road who keeps sheep. So maybe if I go and rob one of Steve Blackledge's sheep, let him know it's me, but tell him to press charges. Jules, thank you, Kiss and Chat. Going to make coffee and switch to my lappy for Nuff Nuff. No problem, Jules. I'll see you over there, chicken. I'm just thinking that'll be quite funny. I'll probably not be on there that long, though, because I am tired and I've got a few bits and pieces to do before I depart in the morning for Porky's. Still feel like I'm going to join a film when I say that. I'm going to Porky's. Weekend at Porky's. But yeah, there was no way I was going to stay in this house until Wednesday with no hot water. Bloody nightmare. So I've got no heat and no hot water. I did try to light the real fire earlier, and for some reason it won't take. Although I realised I've run out of fire lighters. So the paper isn't catching. I don't know what's going on with it. And of course, the whole thing decides not to work again on what is another freezing cold flipping weekend. Just thrown chicken tikka and thick cut chips in the Ninja. No. Oh, speaking of paranormal pork, my husband barbecuing a giant pork butt. Oh, nice. Oh, your husband's English, isn't he, Joe? That's right. I did get that right, didn't I? I'm imagining he's embraced the whole the culture, the American culture of barbecuing. Has it been raining? Maybe too damp to ignite. Well, it's not raining in my house though, Lady Witch. That's the thing. It's all the stuff is in the house in a bag, but it's just not lighting. So I'm gonna. That's why I'm gonna go to bed quite early, because I want to be nice and warm. So I thought I'll get a hot water bottle, and I've got a wheat bag as well. I'll have that, and I'll have Coops, and then I can listen to Jen in bed and join in. Yeah, he's English, but my Californian Mexican influences have taken over. Now, whereabouts was he from, Joe? Without doxing him, obviously, in the UK. Yeah, it is better than having a Doberman butt, Porky. I've not had a check. How are you doing for the old subby doodles on your channel, Pork Chop? I'm going to have a nosy. Yeah, we're going to do tomorrow, Lady Witch. I was going to do it tonight, but I'm going to call this to a close early so that everybody can get into Jen's. But we're going to do some Dogmen, and I'm going to do the Michigan Dogman stories tomorrow, amongst others. When they were handing out asses, I thought they said glasses, and I asked for a pair. Right, let me just see. I'm going to be nosy. Right, let's see where we're up to. So we had... I'll be really upset if we haven't got loads for you. Paranormal pork. Let me see. Oh, you've got 2 more. You're now on 12 subs, Porky. There's another one like that, wasn't it? The you know, when they handed out glasses, I thought they said asses and asked for a pair, and then there's things that you're supposed to say to somebody, isn't it? Like, your eyes are like petals, bicycle petals, one up, one down. Paula, I think, is it still pinned at the top of the chat here? It's called Paranormal Pork. There's nothing on it yet, Paula. Oh, no matter how many there are, I'm very grateful. Thank you, guys and guyettes. Let me see if I can drop the link again. Oh, you've got it. Oh, that saved me the hassle of doing that then, Paula. Yeah, he's going to do some ghost hunting, and I'm going to join him. But he was asking last night how many spare pairs of knickers he thinks I'll use for one ghost hunt, because I'm a wuss. I'm a massive, massive wuss. And I'm obsessed with werewolves. So, oh, thank you, Paula. Oh, there you go, Porky. You've got another one. You're going to have more subs than me at this rate. Which is absolutely fine. Oh, 13. It did make me laugh because he made a comment last night, Paula, because he's got his pork chop one. Right, I'll see you later, Paula, love. And thanks so much for coming up on panel and for joining in. It's lovely to see you as always, and I'll see you in there in a little bit. Yeah, when Porky said that on his pork chop channel, which has got like the one video on, but he's got more subs on his channel with no content. I'm saying video on his pork chop one. That's his gaming one. Who was it who was gaming in here? It was Fingal, isn't it? Are you going over there as well, Freda? Like I said, I'm probably not going to be that active in there. Obviously I'll say hello to everybody, but I'll be trying to follow it on my phone. Yeah, so tomorrow night I'm going to do Michigan Dogman. I'm going to cover the Dogman story in Australia for Green Eyes. And believe it or not, there are some Dogmen stories from the north of England. Can someone drop the link to where you were all going, please? Oh, yes, absolutely. Bear with me a second. I shall get it. Oh, bumholes. Copy link. Done that. I'm so slow at doing this. Sorry about this, but I will get there eventually. There you go. Oh, thanks for knocking that one out, Kathy. Well done. Oh, sorry, Sheila's done it as well. Thank you, Sheila. I think she's going live at 9 o'clock. Apparently, there's been stuff going on YouTube, and I've got no idea what's going on, but I'm going to go over there anyway, and have a little listen, because Jen's brilliant. I really like Jen. You've got to have a little listen to Jen's laugh. Oh, is that the first time? Oh, you've popped your cherry, Kathy. I was about to say, have you managed to bash any bots yet? But yeah, well done. I was so pleased the very first time I ever got somebody. Oh, I was all puffed up and excited. Are you streaming at the moment, Porky? Oh right, Sheila. Oh, is it that bad? I know, go Kathy. There's just so much going on, isn't there, on the tubes? And I think it's because I've just stopped, because I just don't. I mean, yeah, we're all kind of interested because we know, no, not right now, just doing housekeeping in a game. Oh well, I might give you a little tinkle just before Jen's live. That's why I was asking. Just a 2-minute tinkle. Yeah, I just found with all the, I do like keeping a little bit of a track when people are saying what's gone on and, who's done what. Like, I thought it was really funny when somebody said that Preachy called Bubbles a see you next Tuesday, because Preach doesn't half make me laugh. Little things like that, and certain creators going a little bit batshit crazy. But because I've not been going on and watching over the past, however long, month and a half since I started putting these streams up, I feel so much calmer. I don't know about anybody else, just not having anything to do with drama and the hate fests that are going on, and the you can't talk to, don't you come in here if you talk to them, and you're not welcome here because you sub to people. So I've actually found it really pleasant, because I didn't realize, joining in and what have you, actually how I was getting quite angry. You start feeling yourself getting quite like wound up, don't you? So I've enjoyed not having that. It was one of Preacher's epic servings. Oh, and were they on the channel together, Sheila? Or, cause this is what I'm not under, because obviously people were coming in saying different things. Were they actually all on a live together, or did Preach just give her a serve from afar? Oh, speaking of the devil, hello, Preach, my darling. Saw that last night. I popped in at the time of the bubble. I've been out of the loop. Yeah, well, I'm just saying then, I believe you gave Bubbles a serve of your God, Preach Queen. Excellently done. Oh, and Pork Chop, when I was saying yesterday about the funniest one-liner I've ever heard, about the bend over, touch your toes, and I'm coming in dry. Preach Queen, who's just come into chat, she was the deliverer of that one. Funniest thing ever. Lady Witch Preach is always in rare form. So funny. But yeah, I'm just quite out of the loop with everything myself. So like Joe's just saying there. Yeah, I just oh, there you go. Potchop says, "Hi, Preach Queen. Nice to meet you. Just woke up, need caffeine, and seen the live, and lo and behold, hear my name. Well, like I said, speak of the devil, and up they pop. You missed it last night, and we did say you would have found it absolutely hilarious. You'd just gone off that live yesterday morning, and it all started. It was so funny. And just so you know, well, you may have already known or not, but Pork Chop's my other half. So he started coming in and joining in on the live. So I have been telling him all about you, and we were all saying he would find you absolutely hilarious. So there she is, the lovely Preach Queen. I need to actually send Porky that clip of you when you delivered that serve to Dirty Dave, just so that I meant to do it yesterday and forgot, just so that he can see Outie's reaction. Because I don't know what's funnier, the serve you delivered or Outback's just trying to hold it together. I still think that. Do you know what? That's up there with when Belinda went on AD's StreamYard and asked him when he was going to address the porn links. There've been some real classics on YouTube, and I think those two of my favourites. Absolutely brilliant. And I think along with every time we mentioned Bubbles, Lady Witch had put whale emojis in the chat. Marie, it was absolute classic. She's a legend. It's brilliant. But yeah, I think we're Nuff's gonna have is going live at 9 o'clock Preach. So I was just killing a bit of time on here until then, and I said I'd close it down. So well, it's because I call her Shamu Preach, and Tismy Denny was calling her a manatee. Oh, she didn't, Lady Witch. Oh my goodness. Oh, he's back. He's had his nosh. Maureen cut one, and the latest one with Bubbles make my heart lift when Preach gives her epic. Oh, that's right. Oh God, I forgot about the Maureen one. Has anybody got a tissue so that Maureen can wipe that shit off her chin? Yeah. There she goes with the little whale emojis. No, you definitely don't screw with the nosy chick, Marie, and you definitely don't screw with our Preachy. I'm doing tomorrow night, Preach Queen. I don't know if you've heard any Dogmen stories, but I'm doing those for the guys in here. However, Green Eyes was really interested in them, and I found a Dogman story from Australia. So that might be one for you. But yeah, we all came in here last night and had changed our names because I did a UFO story, and everybody changed the names to something quite alien-esque, and I didn't have a clue who anybody was. So Sheila came in and she was called Probes Uranus. And Cassius was called Aliens Probe was Stinking. So that gives you a kind of clue as to the level we were at last night. Preach Queen, you were great last night, said what we were all thinking. Yeah, I'm going to have to watch that. I'm going to have to watch it, definitely. So somebody give me Cassius. I was really funny. Oh yeah, that was the other thing I did as well. I put the live up with the title that Cassius got probed by an alien. I was just trying to fish for views. But yeah, I think for the first 10 minutes of last night's live, if you listen to it, you can just hear me wheezing like Muttley. I couldn't speak for laughing. These guys were absolutely hilarious. So this is the little corner of YouTube where everybody comes to just have a giggle and get away from the shizzle. You'll have to let me know because I'm not getting the notifications. Somebody give me a nudge if Jen goes live, and then I can close this down because obviously I don't want to take views away from there, and I'll join in. Marie, hey Preach, hope you've had some sleep. Yeah, Marie, she's just saying she's just woken up and she needs some coffee. How's Brewster doing? I've not seen how little Brewster the cockaroodles is. Oh, brilliant, Kathy. Are you going over there as well? Great, doing a mass exodus. Well, before everybody does a flip, though, can I just thank everybody again, because you've all been absolutely top bananas and well done on the quiz. I need simples. You've not got your you're up to 5 hours 20. Sorry, 5 hours and 25 minutes. You need to put your you need to put a shield against your name, because you're our shield maiden. Don't forget, you need to have your shield in there for before my next live, just so people know you've got a title in here. I'm going to have to go back to doing those quizzes once a week. Bruce is being a footwit, fighting with cockatoos. Oh, is he? Oh, TikTok chicken. Oh, has she come on now? Because I've not got my notifications not come up yet. She's usually a bit late though. Is Jen, isn't she? Oh, thank you for your live. Always good fun. Oh, thanks so much, Freda. Oh, it's in your YouTube shorts. Fucking funny. Oh, I'll have a look at that then when I go off here, Preach. I've not uploaded any animal ones yet for a while. I think the last one was Cooper eating snowflakes. I need to do some more. I'll probably do one on Wednesday of Maisie, because I'm going to have to turn her out for 2 days. Hiya, Green Eyes Love. You missed the quiz, but we're doing the Dogmen tomorrow, especially for you, because I was a bit worried because you weren't around. So we were all wondering if you were okay. So tomorrow night, I'm going to be staying at Porky's. So while he's doing his things, I'm going to do some Dogmen stories. And I found one from Australia just for you. Yeah, that's right, Freda. Simples, get your shield up. You earned it. Yeah, we forget what time it is. Yeah, Frida's saying we missed you. Well, I'm hoping that you had a good sleep though, Green Eyes. Is that shit because there are dogmen in Australia? Mm-hmm. Be afraid. Be very afraid. You need my chat to put you to sleep. Did you listen to last night's, Marie? There is a good story in there. It was about the UFOs, 2 cases in England, but there's an awful lot of laughing. Yeah, how's your hip doing today, Green Eyes? Are you feeling any easier? Gonna get the kids sorted for school. Catch you next time. Oh, see you, Preach. Thanks so much for popping in, and might see you on Jen's live. She's going live very shortly. Oh, she's just come live now, everybody. You take care, Preach Queen. Right, if everybody's wanting to jump over onto Jen's, and I can, I'll close this down. And obviously, I don't know how long Jen's going to go on live for, but yeah, right, everybody. So I'll give this one we'll give this a swerve now. I'll see you all in there in a bit. I'm going to ring Porky first, and then we'll go over. So take care, everybody. See you over there. Love you all lots, and I will see you all tomorrow. So see you all on the bright side, and as Porky says, bye, Felicia.